Всех приветствую, дорогие друзья, вы на канале Старый Геймс, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Alan Wake. В предыдущей части мы просто так пробирались, где-то полчаса пробирались через лес до Mirror Peak, и надеюсь, в этой части мы уже наконец-то дойдем. Зашли в такую интересную рудную пещеру, где у Алана такие воспоминания начались. Да, в 70-х жертвы были даже. Ничего себе. Может, это какие-то призраки тех времен нас атакуют? Ой, ё-моё. Ненавижу такие мосты, вот серьезно. Алан по нему бегать не хочет, тут явно видно. Где же? Так. Ну, блин. Так, надо быстро. Ой, тихо. Не вываливайся. Фух, справились. Я же уже испугался, что Алан сейчас вылетит или что-то типа того. Ладно, давайте дальше. Так, страница рукописи, отлично. Что у нас тут? Мод на озере Колдрон.
Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago.
Отлично. Это нам такая хелпа сейчас подъедет или что? Тихо. Блять! Так, ракетница нам не нужна, доставай ружье. Так, вот тут я упал. Давайте теперь аккуратненько, чтобы я снова не упал. Просто упрощаешь себе жизнь, братан. Вот серьезно. Так, старый какой-то наверняка сгоревший дом. Ну или просто заброшенный. Так, там термос у нас стоит, значит надо как-то к нему добраться. Вот мне уже хочется. Так. Так, ну тут у нас... вот ступеньки еще. Ну, ступеньки, и что дальше? Как-то открыть тебя просто... Никак? Никак. Ну ладно. Так, ну подожди. Ворота закрыты. Что происходит? Так. Двери запечатаны. Вот подвал. Вообще не заметил. Ух, ё. Том. Томас Зейн. Алан, не ты ли это писал? Каркарычи подъеду сейчас. Ё. Нет, это пожестче будет Каркарыча. Что, боитесь, да? Ой, как у нас все хорошо складывается, а? Так. На таран решил меня взять, да? Умный сон. Ну вот и все. Так, ну снова на второй этаж поднимаемся. Надеюсь, на этот раз не упадем. Так, ну что-то я не в ту сторону спрыгнул. Ну ладно, я хочу термос просто свой взять.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient. Rest. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her.
Блять. Твою мать! Блядь, мурашки по коже. Ни хера себе! О, как эпично, блин. А, вот как раз то, что было в письме, да, она ускользает. Ну, то есть записки той рукописи вот так. Так. Конец 3 главы. Ура. Ура, ребят, прошли. Пол игры доброй пройдено. Ну, не считая дополнительных глав еще, которых у меня, наверное, нет. Фух, это было трудно.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Эпизод 4. Правда. Как это было эпично.
Baby, it was just a nightmare.
Alice. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went
Ну вот как раз что было в рукописи, да. Она ускользает и появляется Хартман.
important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
А вот как раз еще одна. Алан просыпается у себя в кровати дома.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
До прибытия полиции, наверное, да? Ну что ж нам делать? Лечь с...
Good
Ой,
evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
да я бы тебе врезал.
You brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Так, ну нас уже в клинику упекли, нормально. Для душевнобольных, похоже, да?
Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
Я тебе пришью. Вот
Splendid,
серьезно.
Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Вот если бы не это горилла,
Way, Alan.
у тебя бы уже был бы глаз бы выбит. Потому что ты какой-то сильно спокойный, ты меня бесишь.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Что, мой роман читал, что ли?
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Это что побыстрее потемнело, браток, понимаешь? И ты сам во всем убедишься.
Now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Emerson.
I got you. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. No.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve some
don't
small
Разработчики Алана Вейка, да?
receptive
Remedy.
to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Творческий офис Remedy Entertainment.
Come, Alan, this way. Now,
Или это творческий офис тех, кто Science Row делал.
as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. What a
А как вы сюда, ребят, уже попали? Вы же сидели в этом, в закусочной.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Ну, что, скоро у нас потемнеет.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny.
А, вот разгрозилась молния, и он поднял молот.
It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all
Ну,
down.
хоть не Асгард.
So easy to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Страница рукописи или что? Помощник и рукопись Томаса Зейна.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Так, ну давайте вернемся в свою комнату, и сейчас явно что-то произойдет, вот эпическое. Я жду, вот просто жду.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Ну давай.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Ну, вообще его слова, слова доктора имеют смысл. Может, просто у Алана шок какой-то. От творческого кризиса он начал там немного с ума сходить, бла-бла-бла. Ну, это имеет смысл, конечно. Ну, так бы было бы неинтересно, мне кажется.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Birch, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
На нас, наверное, сейчас этот псих нападет, который типа ночью лучше тебе со мной не встречаться. Так, узнать причину шума. Ну, так, ну, это явно не наша комната. А, ну, тут можно что-то. Может, кто-то волыну запрятал там.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key.
Он поднял молот.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Это вот это... Закрыто.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry! Man, I'm glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or
Может, ты отойдешь?
Speaking of asses, that bitch...
Лаган и Алан. Сделай что-нибудь, алло.
But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
Да ну ёб, ты что-то заглючил, дебил. Ну, двигайся как-то.
That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Ты двигаться начнешь? Ясно. Где у нас была контрольная точка?
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Ладно, друзья, давайте продолжим в следующей части. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте, рассказывайте друзьям. Всего хорошего. Пока-пока.